Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bolo, Hare Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai. Hare Bol. Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Shtoktar Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanara Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Navacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Srila Prabhupada Ki Prabhupada Nuga Ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shishi Guru and Guranga, all glories Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. Which shloka? Chapter 10, text 8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Please repeat. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam Buddha Bhava Samanvitaha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Purport: a learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya and who knows how to apply these teachings can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.24, it is said, Yo Brahmanam Vidadati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Ghapayati Sma Krishna. It was Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again the Narayana Upanishad states, Atho Purusho Havai Narayano Kamyata Prajashijeti. Then the Supreme Personality Narayana desired to create living entities. The Upanishad continues, Narayanat Brahmajayate, Narayanat Prajapati Prajayate, Narayanat Indro Jayate, Narayanat Ashto Vasaho Jayante, Narayanat Ekadasha Rudra Jayante, Narayanat Dwadashadityaha. From Narayana, Brahma is born. From Narayana, the patriarchs are also born. From Narayana, Indra is born. From Narayana, the 8 Vasus are born. From Narayana, the 11 Rudras are born. From Narayana, the 12 Adityas are born. This Narayana is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the Vedas, same Vedas, Brahmanyo Devaki Putraha. The son of Devaki, Krishna, is a supreme personality. This is Narayana Upanishad. Then it is again said, Eko vai Narayana asin na Brahma na Ishano napo nagni samo neme tyau apritivi na nakshatrani na surya hai. In the beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Personality, Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no stars in the sky, no sun. This is from the Maha Upanishad. In the Maha Upanishad, it is also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma, Krishna also says, the patriarchs Shiva and others are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me, because they are deluded by my illusory energy. Narayana parodevas tasmat jatas chaturmukha tasmat rudro abhavattevah sacha sarva jnatam gata. This is mentioned in the Varaha Purana. Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, from him Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations, and he is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me. No one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way, from a bona fide spiritual master, with references from Vedic literature, engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna-conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations on Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. Om Tat Sat. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everything belongs to the Supreme Absolute. Everything comes from the Supreme Absolute Truth. Isavashyam idam sarvam. And one who knows this gets to know the truth, the reality. So, I know sometimes people find it difficult to accept certain things because we are trained, we are told about certain things without proper reference to scripture sometimes. It's not a very serious difficulty. But when we are properly instructed and we take pains to study and understand, then we actually get to know what is the distinctive difference, why we should understand. There is one supreme source from where everything comes. That is being explained repeatedly in the Vedas in many places. And that supreme source is a person. Everything comes from him, everything goes back into him. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti. It mentions very clearly. So everything belongs to the Lord. That's why, according to the Vedas, according to the Bhagavad Gita, we should acknowledge that supreme source. Acknowledge at least his basic necessity. To say thank you. You don't even have to worship and say, oh, you are everything, you are that, all is mentioned here. Don't say. Basic decency is to acknowledge. Means, I know where it is coming from. Thank you. This is civilized human being. That he has got basic etiquette. That thank you. I'm not doing anything more than thank you and acknowledging. But this is basic human decency. But if you don't have God anywhere in human society, then you are indecent. You have no etiquette. You're uncivilized. That's what it simply means. In a larger scale, you teach your children, yara adavadhu kuduthangna thank you nu solle. It's etiquette, it's decency. If somebody does something for you, you immediately respond and say thank you. This is human connection, acknowledgement. So, if everything belongs to God, should we not at some time acknowledge God and say thank you for providing me rain, sun, water, fruits, vegetables from the earth, and so many facilities? Should we not say simply thank you? So, in the Upanishad it's mentioned, if you don't say thank you, if you don't acknowledge God, use all the facilities that He gives you without acknowledging Him, and then go to the next step of claiming they are mine. Then, yo bhunkte stena evasaha. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, then he is a thief. Very simple thing to say, no? Okay, you don't acknowledge, fine. Sometimes the father will not take it very badly. Okay, he does not know how to do it. Konja indecent, parvala. He just tolerates it. I will teach him later. But if you say now, it is not yours, it's mine, then there is a problem, serious problem. It means in life, you will have more difficulties if you don't acknowledge even basically. So, this is a spiritual decency, even material decency, to acknowledge God. Children should be taught how to acknowledge. You know, I remember in my very young, when I, as a brahmachari, joined the movement and I was in Cochin, we was invited to a life patron member's house to eat prasadam. We said, we don't eat anywhere outside. He said, no, in my house I worship Gopal, Shalagram, and we eat only prasadam every day. So you cannot refuse. So we were forced to go. And it was a nice Gupta house. They were all Gupta, Sanjay Gupta. And the son was being told by the father, he has been given a new cycle. The son was very happy, running to death. He said, no, first offer it to Gopal. He was taught to offer it to Gopal. Cycle, how can you offer it to Gopal? He said, take the key and put it in front of the Lord and pay obeisance and say, it is yours, I will use it temporarily. The boy was being taught to go and tell the Lord, this belongs to you. You have given it to me. I will use it nicely. His father is teaching the son. The son is very hurriedly doing it, and the father is still stopping him and say, did you pray? And he said, yeah, I told him. What did you tell? This is what I told. Very good, go. And then so this training is training his child that everything belongs to the Lord. Even the cycle I bought and gave you from my earning, from my business, from my profits, it actually belongs to the Lord. I was very impressed. I was thinking, oh, it's okay to eat prasadam in this house because they know everything belongs to the Lord. You see, recently, few months back, there was a theft in the world's biggest museum. You heard about that, right? In Paris, France, the Louvre is a very famous museum. It's the richest museum in the world. And it's seen some 8 million people visit or something like that within a month or a year. World's population of people come to see all the artifacts and all the wonderful treasures that they have got. And for those who don't know, I'm explaining quickly. There was such a highly precision-based theft conducted there. I was laughing after reading that, just out of a mundane appreciation. In such a heavily guarded place, most famous museum, they stole Napoleon Bonaparte, France, earlier great, leader. He gave his wife some special diamond jewels and everything. He got it from one of his conquests, maybe. He donated it and gave his wife, whom he loves very much. She wore it. That is there in the museum. These fellows, some 3 or 4 of them, they conducted a heist. Means, when the museum opened at 9 o'clock and this thing, at 9:30 they stole it. When it was very crowded, people were standing in queues to get in. 9:30, they took a construction lorry, this thing standing out with a staircase, automatic this thing, and they broke through the window, got inside and very coolly stole the thing. All operation they did within some 6 to 9 minutes. Very well conducted. They got down back inside, the same thing went down, and then they went in scooters. And then at the red light, they stopped in the traffic. It's very funny. After stealing, they even obeyed the traffic rules. Red light, they stopped. Chalo, 2-3 minutes. And they stopped and then they left. It was such a big insult to the security, to the museum, to everybody. And the world was talking about it. And then amazingly, I read an article sent to me by a devotee. Look at this, Maharaj. This is the correct Krishna conscious perspective. Wow, amazing article written. So what is the loss? Why are you guys crying over something that is stolen? It never belonged to you. There are so many things in the museum that you took from various different countries in your colonization and bought it. It doesn't belong to you also. So when it is stolen, why are you saying it is stolen, it is stolen? It is not yours. That's a very interesting logic. They were telling this museum is made of all things you stole from various places in your colonization and put it in a museum. You think nobody knows the history? If somebody steals, so why are you screaming? You stole, somebody stole from you. Both are thieves. So this moral, ethical question that was asked, it was not answered. It's very awkward. So in this world, if you don't recognize God, you see, you'll get into all these intricate moral, ethical problems. You cannot be without recognizing God. So this question is not answered. Cannot be answered. Right? So on top of that is Prabhupada's statement. You see, when he first came to UK, this I've told you many times, when he came to UK in the airport, first time he came, before that his disciples had already gone there and done a great program and preaching. And George Harrison, the Beatles, world famous group, he became a follower of Prabhupada. And so everybody wants to see George Harrison, Beatles group guru. So they were big rush and all the reporters had come there. And Prabhupada was asked by the reporter, just as he arrived, why have you come to UK? What do you want from UK? And Prabhupada, very cheekily known to have replied in front of everybody, he said, when you were in India, you British guys, you were in India, you looted India and stole so many things and took from here. But actually you did not take the most important treasure. I brought that for you to complete your loot. This is my Krishna consciousness philosophy I want to give you. So, looting and taking Krishna's original possession, like the Shastra says, is a big crime. Actually, everybody in this world who doesn't recognize God as the source and enjoys everything that he is getting is a thief. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Sthena eva saha. One who does not acknowledge it and offer it back in service to the Supreme is a thief. Right? Now, Bhagavad Gita is making this statement. It's not some ordinary statement. It is not a statement that you can contest in court again and file a review petition. It is made absolute statement. If you don't recognize that I am the one giving it to you, you are a thief. If you say it is mine, and fight it. So these are deep, very important considerations in life. That is why people find it convenient not to factor God at all. All these problems come. Life is more simple. This is mine, this is yours, we'll fight over it, we'll win. I will enjoy, you will enjoy. And then there's absolutely no basic law. And then all sorts of problems and situations come up. So it's very necessary to recognize these foundational statements made by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita and understand the real meaning of it. It's not simply an authoritative statement made by somebody. Like you heard so many authoritative statements being made by so many people because they had money and they have made it on the top. They have, very got a lot of power on them because of the money they have. They make all these amazing statements. It's not one of them. It's not one of them. This is an absolute statement made by the absolute supreme truth. Krishna, everything belongs to me. Yato va imani bhutani. In the shloka he is saying, everything came from me. And it is still coming from me only. So these are not simple, ordinary states. Some people cannot understand. That's why Prabhupada is calling them fools. If you think Krishna is an ordinary man, why will an ordinary man make such a statement? Everything belongs to me, everything is coming from me. He must be mad. He must be either mad or he must be God. Only two people can make this statement. It is stated here in Bhagavad Gita is the law book. Right, when it is saying everything is coming for me, aham sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajate mam buddha bhava samanvita. Such a person is intelligent, buddhi. He understands that everything is coming from me. This is not an ordinary statement. Right? So I said, he must be a madman to talk like this. Mattah paradaram na anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. There is no truth above me. Everything comes from me. Who dares make such a statement? Unless he is a madman. The only other way to look at it is really true. God is making this statement and it must be true. Two things. Either you are mad or you are God. Because nobody else will make such a statement. Right? So therefore, we should see it in the light of absolute statement made by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why Prabhupada is quoting so many references from Vedic literature to match it up, to authenticate it. So if you accept that and if you worship that Supreme Lord, offer everything that belongs to me is actually yours. I am just a temporary custodian and I am only taking what I need for my maintenance from that. I will be happy to use everything in your seva because you have given it to me for this purpose. Then the Lord becomes very pleased. Becomes very pleased with you. And it is not about the quantity. It is the quality of that thought and understanding. Whatever I have belongs to you. That's why Sudama, he took just 3 handfuls of flat rice. I will, something I must offer to you because everything actually belongs to you. But I don't have anything with me. I'm just a broken, poverty-stricken sadhu, brahmana. But I should offer something to you. And in this way, feelingly, with devotion, he offered. In fact, he did not want to offer and the Lord pulled it out of him. But the Lord accepted it because it is filled with devotion. Patram phalam toyam pushpam yome bhaktya prayachati Tadaham bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. Now what to speak of people who decry God? What to speak of people who say God is stealing? Have you heard of that? In the Bhagavatam there is a story of Shatrajit accusing Krishna of stealing the Shamantaka jewel. It's such a person, as God also faces problems in this world. Even God tolerates that problem. See, Satyajit came with the famous Shamantaka money. Surya gave him, and then the Shamantaka money turns everything into gold and he becomes super duper rich, and he was wearing that. Highly prosperous. So Krishna told him this type of thing should be kept with the king. So give it to King Ugrasena. He is our ruler. Let him keep it. So the whole kingdom will enjoy it. Everybody will be. He said no. It's mine. I got it. I said okay, fine. I think rightfully it belongs to the king. So he said no. And then he was flaunting it and he was showing off very well, and everybody was thinking, what is this? And one fine day his brother wore it and went to the forest to fight and hunt. And a lion attacked him and he died. And the lion took the Shamantaka jewel. Then killing that lion, Jambavan took the Shamantaka jewel. He went and gave it to his son to play. There you go. This looks very nice. He didn't care, Jambavan. The son was playing with the Shamantaka money. In this way, when he disappeared, my brother has disappeared and the jewel has also disappeared, it must be Krishna. He wanted it and I did not give it. So he has only stolen it. He spread the rumor that Krishna is the thief. He has stolen the Shamantaka money. Krishna kept very quiet. He didn't say anything much. He found out by little investigation what happened. His brother wore it and went to the forest, never came back. So he went to the forest. He did his investigative journalism or whatever it is, his detective work he did. And he found it very obvious. He went to Jambavan's cave and he saw son is playing with it. This is the Shamantaka money. Okay. He wanted to take it. Then Jambavan appeared. And that famous Leela of Jambavan fighting with Krishna for 28 days. And then finally realizing, you are that Ramachandra. And then he gave Jambavati in marriage to him, his daughter. Krishna came back with Jambavati and the Shamantaka money. Went directly to Satyajit and said, here is your Shamantaka money. Keep it. This is what happened. I got it back from you. Jambavati is proof that I met Jambavan and got it for you. Keep it. He became very insulted. Everybody came to know. So in order to compromise it, he gave Satyabhama, his daughter, in marriage to Krishna. This is the story. I'm giving you a short story. Krishna did not bother. You accusing me. Actually, everything belongs to me. Not only the Shamantaka money. You belong to me also. Not only the daughter you are giving me. Everything belongs to me. But you are such a fool, you will not understand. You don't even understand this. So you keep it. Shamantaka money. This was a very nice Leela to teach. Even God can be accused of being a thief when he is the rightful owner of everything. So the understanding, the correct understanding is everything belongs to God, and somehow the other, by virtue of something, I am a possessor and I should take what I need and offer to the Lord in service. If a person has this type of an attitude, he will live a very happy life, very secure life. And this is the meaning of a cultured man. So don't think these statements that are made here are too difficult to understand or too, fantastic and out of proportion statements. They are correct. It's just that we are not educated. We don't know. We are taught right from the beginning, from young age itself, get a good job, earn a lot of money. By hook or crook, make money. Become rich. That's the whole goal of life. And you'll do anything because you're trained like that. Then you do finance, MBA, you do that, this, everything. How to get money. In this way we are trained. We have no understanding of where it comes from. It has no understanding of where it comes from, who is using it, etc., etc. Anyway, the point is that acknowledging the Supreme Source is basic decency. You can do a little more than that. You can use everything in the service of the Lord after maintaining yourself with the basic needs that you have. And you can also offer it to the Lord. In this way, your life becomes very perfect. And this is the advice given by all great experienced personalities. And this pleases the Lord. It makes your life worthwhile and very rich, because you become rich with bhakti, with devotion to the Lord. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. If anybody has a question or a comment,
Hare Krishna, you can raise your hand. We'll pass on the mic to you. Anybody?
Guruji, Hare Krishna. Just small discussion, small confusion to me. This is affected to all available in audience. Society is divided on this issue. It is a street dog means. In my layout where I am staying, there are about 20 street dogs. I used to feed them daily morning biscuit. There is a WhatsApp group. During the walk, I see about 20-30 homes. They keep something outside for the dog without knowing anybody. Because there is a WhatsApp group, they criticize my movement. Said you should not feed the street dogs. That basically I don't accept it. I like your message for me and for the society that should we feed the food to the street dog?
Your question is, should we feed the food to the street dog? Is right or wrong? There's no question of right or wrong. I do not know why people are opposing it. I'm not very well versed. I know that some issues going on. It's gone up to the Supreme Court or something. Somebody told me. I don't know the details of it. But our dharma is, a grihastha's dharma is, he should not eat unless everybody else is fed. In the Shastra it is mentioned he should go out to the door and say, is there anybody hungry? And this includes not only human beings, all other living entities also. If anybody is hungry, I am willing to feed. And then when he sees that nothing else, everybody has got their food, then he goes and eats. Now this is a Vedic Varnashrama rule. Nowadays situation and lifestyle has changed a lot. But in those days everybody had plenty, because economy was not like it is now. Everybody had land, everybody had cows, some had more land, more cows, and they would get produce from the earth by cultivation and agriculture. They will take what they need and they are happy to distribute to others because it's food and it's coming from the earth. It doesn't belong to me. It's given by God. And if I have something in excess, let me share it with somebody else, because I can get again plentiful. If I do a little agriculture, I will get. And everybody can get. It's not something that only I can get. So it was not like something very precious and valuable. Provided by God, and everybody was having enough food. In fact, when the Britishers came to India in that Macaulay's great minute, that thing, it is mentioned that in this place I see there are no beggars. In India, he didn't see any beggars at that time. And of course, when they left, they created beggars. Full entire India, they reduced the GDP to 1, from 33 to 1. They looted. They created beggars. But in Macaulay's this thing, the culture was that nobody will go hungry. That is the way Vedic lifestyle. And there is plenty for everybody because God is providing. So if you ask me, under this picture, nothing wrong in feeding some living entities who may be hungry. It's not that only human beings should be fed. So generally speaking, it is okay. But there may be other reasons why people are saying certain things. I don't know the details. Okay, generally speaking, it's your duty to feed not only human beings, anybody and everybody who may be dependent on you in some way or the other, directly or indirectly. It's a duty of humans to make sure that everybody is given. You will see stories in the Bhagavatam. There's a story of Maharaj Ranti Deva who gave his food to the dog. The hungry dog came. You can read it. I don't want to go into the details because the context is dog feeding. Ranti Deva was fasting from so many days and he was ready to break his fast. Chandala came, dog came, he gave the food to the dog. I am hungry, I am fasting, I am breaking my fast. That time the dog comes. But actually the dogs were actually great devatas trying to test him. He gave the food to the dog. And he was glorified. So it is dharma to feed anybody who needs. Not only feeding, he needs clothing, he needs shelter, he needs this. It's a duty to do it. And every king would make sure that his citizens are all properly catered to. So sometimes the government is not doing what it's supposed to do, maybe. Society may not do. But sometimes people think it's my dharma to do. I think it's good. We also feed human beings a lot. We are known to feed, especially children. Prabhupada started the feeding program. It's called Hare Krishna Food for Life. It's called Akshay Patra. It's called Annamrita Foundation in different ways. We feed more than 25 lakh plates of food for young children going to schools every day through this. Every day in India. 25 lakh plates of free food given to students so that they'll come back to the school. Through the schools it is fed, so they'll come to the school. We are doing that. It's called midday meal scheme. We don't make big noise about it and put picture everywhere, but it is going on. Incidentally, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else can raise your hand. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj, for your kind association on the Sunday evening program. We are grateful to you. So welcome all the devotees for this Sunday feast program, which happens every Sunday evening starting at 6:30 with Arati. Then we have